Hello everybody, welcome to Make Crochet. Today we are learning how to make this baby hat. So to start, we are making our slip knot and then making a chain of 4. After making our chain of 4, we slip stitch into the first chain that we made from the hook. Then we chain up 3 to begin the next row. So chain up 3 stands as a double crochet, and now we're going to make extra 11 double crochets into the ring to complete our second row. So we'll have 12 double crochets in total inside the ring. So let's just make more double crochets till we get to our 12 double crochets. Please always make sure you count along as you walk. The pink dress underneath my hand is a baby dress, and I also have the tutorial up on my YouTube channel, so you can check that and also make yourself or make your baby a dress. So we'll need 12 double crochets. Like I said, chain 3 stands as a double crochet, and we have made 10. So this is the 11th double crochet, and we're going to make the last double crochet into the O. So now that we have, make sure you count. So we'll make a slip stitch on top of our chain 3. That's when you started the chain 3. The third chain is where you make that slip stitch. So that's row 1, and this is what it looks like. So if your work doesn't look like this, make sure you adjust it also. So to begin row 2, we are going to chain up 3. So for every row, chain up 3, and chain up 3 will always stand as a double crochet. So we're starting our increase row. So into that same chain up 3 space, we'll make extra double crochet. So that'll make it 2 double crochets. So into the next stitch, we are making 2 double crochets. So row 1 has 12 stitches, row 2 will have 24 stitches. So in every stitch, we make 2 double crochets each till we get to the end of the row. Don't forget, 2 double crochets each into every stitch till we get to the end of the row. Your numbers of stitches will be 24 in total. So I'll show you what we have at the end of the row. So we are working our last 2 double crochets into the last stitch. So make sure you count your stitches as usual and make sure they are 24. So I have my 24 stitches, and whatever thing that looks like a stitch after having your 24 stitches is not a stitch. So just make sure you slip stitch on the third chain like I just did. And this is what we have. This is what it looks like. So make sure yours looks like that, and make sure it lays flat, no curving, because we are still increasing. So now we're on our third row, and for this third row we're also going to make an increase, but the increase is going to be slightly different. So as usual, we're starting our row with chain up 3. Chain up 3 starts as a double crochet, but into the next stitch we're making 2 double crochets. Unlike the previous row where we did 2 double crochets each, in this row we are going to be making 1 double crochet and then 2 double crochets. So after making chain up 3, we did 2 double crochets into the next stitch. So into the next stitch we've done 1 double crochet, and then into the fourth stitch we are doing 2 double crochets. So we're alternating between 1 double crochet and 2 double crochets. So make sure you are doing that. You are starting the row with chain up 3, then in the next stitch you are doing 2 double crochets, then in the next one 1 double crochet, in the next one 2 double crochets, and you are going to do that and walk all the way around till you have 36 stitches. So this row is carrying 36 stitches. Previous row was 24 stitches, first row was 12 stitches. So like that. So keep walking and I'll show you what we have at the end of the row. So now I've gotten to the end of the row and I'm working my last stitch. So because I started the row with chain up 3, so we're ending the row with 2 double crochets in 1. If you've alternated in the right way, that is what you have, and you have a total of 36 stitches. So you make a slip stitch on the third chain from hook, and that is what you have. So it should look like this and it should lay flat. So I'll show you what we'll do on the next row. So for row 4, we'll chain up 3 as usual, starting our row with chain up 3. So on this row we are going to increase in a different way again. So unlike the previous row where we did 1 double crochet then 2 double crochets, in this row we are doing 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, then 2 double crochets. So you are alternating between 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and then 2 double crochets. So the trick is, on every second increase stitch you did in the previous row, you make an increase on it. So 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and then 2 double crochet, like that. See, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and then 2 double crochet. So you walk your way around, and on this row we are going to be having 48 stitches. So every row is carrying extra 12 stitches till we stop increasing, and this might be our last increase row since we are making this for a baby. But if you are making this for an adult, I'll suggest you make more increase rows. So don't forget, the pattern of this row is 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and then 2 double crochets. So that's how you keep working till you get to the end of the row, and I'll show you what we have. So we've gotten to the end of the row and I'm making my last double crochet stitch. So the end of the row will also carry 2 double crochets in 1 because we started the row with 1 chain up 3. So you slip stitch on your chain 3 and this is what we have. So this is what our circle looks like, and it was lay flat like we explained earlier. So I'm going to show you what to do on the next row. As usual, we're going to chain up 3, and this next increase will be 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet 3 times, and then 2 double crochets. The previous row was 1 1 2. So this row is 1 1 1 2. So like I said before, the previous increase you made is where you make your next increase on the new row. So but as you work, you see the pattern showing. So we are doing 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and then 2 double crochets for this row. So we are going to have 60 stitches in total on this row, and make sure you count as you work, and I'll show you what we have at the end of the row. So we are at the end of our row, and I'm making my last 2 double crochets in one stitch for the end of this row. So that's 1, and then this is 2. So I'm making a slip stitch on our third chain from the first chain 3 that we did, and this is what we have. So, and this will be our last increase row for a baby hat. So if you are making for an adult or someone bigger, you should make more increase rows. So in my measurements, I have 5 inches, as you can see, and for me that's enough for a baby's head. So we're going to start our next row, and our next row will not have any increases at all. So all we have to do is make 1 double crochet each into every stitch, so that we can start having that curve look that we want for a hat. So we chain up 3 as usual to start the row. We chain up 3, and then we'll just go into the next stitch with 1 double crochet and then we'll make 1 double crochet each into every stitch till we get to the end of the row. So this row is just a row of 1 double crochet stitches into every stitch till we get to the end of the row. No increases, no decreases, nothing like that. So just work 1 double crochet stitch into every previous stitch till we get to the end of the row, and I'll show you what we have. So I'm making 1 double crochet stitch each, and we are at the end of our row, on our last stitch basically. So we've done 1 last double crochet there, and we're making our slip stitch on the third chain from hook, just like that. So this is what we have. By now your heart should start curving in, because you are not making any increase. So this is what it will look like. It will start curving in, like I said. So from this next row, we are building the length, and we're not making any increases. You're just going to be making 1 double crochet each all the way around, and I'll make a few rows. I think, okay, I'm making 3 rows of this, and that means we have 3, or rather 4 rows of no increases. So I have made the 3 extra rows, like I said. So I made 5 rows of increase and extra 4 rows of no increases. So this is what I have. So my next row is going to be for the ruffles at the end of the hat, and if you want it bigger, like I said earlier, you can just make more rows. But for for a baby, this is very fine. So I'll show you what to do next. For our ruffle row, we are starting our row with chain 3 as usual. So we're making a chain of 3 to start the row, and chain 3 stands as a double crochet, like I've been saying for every other rows. So we're making extra 2 double crochets into that chain 3 space from the beginning of the row. So that's how we make our ruffle pattern. So we'll make 2 extra stitches into that stitch there. So that will be 3 double crochets over there. Then in the next stitch we'll make 1 double crochet. The next one we'll make another 1 double crochet. The next one we'll make another 1 double crochet, and then in the next we make 3 double crochets in one stitch. So the ruffle is going to be there, but it won't be so much. So we do 3 in 1 double crochet and then 1 1 1 double crochet. So that's what we're going to do till we get to the end of the row. We started the row with 3 in 1 double crochets. The next 3 stitches will carry 1 double crochet each, and then the next one will have 3 in 1 double crochet, and we'll just be alternating that till we get to the end of the row. So I'm going to show you what it looks like, and this is 3 double crochets in 1. Then the next 3 stitches will be 1 double crochet each, and 3 in 1 double crochets, 1 double crochet each for 3 stitches, and then 3 in 1, and we walk all the way around. At the end of your round, you should end the row with 1 double crochet. So this is what it looks like. The ruffle part of it is showing, is standing out already, and I'm ending the row with my last double crochet. So I'll make a snip stitch on our 3rd chain from the first chain 3 we did, and this is what your heart should be looking like now. So I'm making just 1 extra row for the ruffle row, just to make it more obvious. So, and that is just 1 double crochet each into every stitch, no increases, nothing, as you can see. I just did 1 double crochet stitch, and that is my last row. So I'm chaining 1 and I'm yarning off, cut off my yarn and yarn off. So I'm going to make a strap for the hearts, and I'm going to be making 100 chains just to pass around the hearts to make it. So start our chain with a slip knot like that, and we make 100 chains. So I worked this project with a 4.0 millimeter hook and a 4-ply yarn. So, but any yarn is fine as long as your heart fits. So I'll show you what we have at the end of the 100 chains, and I'll tell you what to do next. We are almost done with our 100 chains, and I'm just going to yarn off and pass the chain round the hearts. So I'm going to show you that soon. Make sure you count your chains while you walk. So I'm yarning off, and that's it. So this is what it looks like. So I'll pass it through my seaming needle and pass it round the hearts. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So we will go into those stitches that's from the row before our ruffle row, and we'll just pass it 2 2 like that. Just the way I'm doing it, very easy. Pass into 2 stitches, then we'll let 2 stitches to the back. So just run the strap like that into it, and it's good like that. So I'll show you what we have at the end. So this is what it looks like, and I'm also going to be weaving in my loose ends. I'm just going to secure it like that and find a space to insert my needle and weave in the loose ends. Make sure you cut your excess yarn, especially from the beginning of the rows. That's the first row we did from the heart. So make sure you cut off that excess yarn after weaving in some part of the loose ends so that you can secure your work. And that is what we have. You tie your knots and we have a baby hat and the baby dress. Thank you.